which do you think is the hill that is the hardest for this negotiation to climb over?
The guaranteed dollars. Because there's a chance that Nick Bosa wants, I think the record would be what, 110 or something like that, but he may want well north of that. The talk is, the latest that I've heard is that they both sides feel they'll get a deal done in the next couple of days, which is a good thing. It will be record money in AAV. It'll be record money in guarantees. And then now the only thing is, how far of a record will it be? Will it be 110 million guaranteed? Will it be 100 million guaranteed? Will it be 130 million guaranteed? Will the whole thing be guaranteed? I don't know. That part is, that's what this negotiation I really think is about.
Do you believe in any way, shape, or form that there was an attempted trade of Nick Bosa, that they got to a negotiating point, they backed away and said, all right, let's quietly go about searching for a team that might be very interested? I assume that there would be a lot of teams interested in a player like Nick Bosa. Do you think that conversation actually ever came out? I'm sure you saw there was a Reddit post. I mean, by the way, this is a terrible way to start any question, but Larry, I saw on the internet that the 49ers were thinking about trading Nick Bosa. Do you put any value in that?
Well, I mean, I think they had to consider their options. I think it would be negligent if they didn't at least, dip their toe in the water and find out what was out there. But at the end of the day, they badly need what he does. They're very thin at defensive end. Even if they have him, they're very thin at defensive end. So, I don't know what you would trade him for. I would imagine Miami probably was interested, but I would have wanted Christian Wilkins, right out of the rip, to start, and probably something significantly more than that.
Well, and here's
maybe
the thing.
Jalen Phillips. I mean,
no team is trading for Nick Bosa and giving up assets that they think would prevent them from winning now. Because if you're trading for Nick Bosa, you're in win right now mode.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not getting a guy who's the second best player in the game or the third best player in the entire game without giving up huge compensation. So, you in an ideal world, why would you trade for Bosa and trade players that you have on the roster? But, the 49ers don't have to give him to you. There's a bunch of teams in football that all would like to have him. So, you got to make an attractive offer. So it's not really about what you want. It's about what makes the deal go. But I just don't think I think it's a non-starter across the board. How many teams have the cap room to accommodate that kind of a deal? How many teams have the assets to send back to the 49ers to satisfy them in a trade? To me, the trade was never likely.